back. Thank you for clicking on the video. I appreciate you and I missed you. Thanks for watching. Before we go see Sinners this week that everyone's already saw, let's talk about a movie that's literally like 10 years too late, I gotta say. The Accountant 2 is the sequel to the 2016 Accountant with Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal, and I just got back to seeing the movie early, and well, here we go. Accountant 2 is coming out next week. Got to see it early. Is the movie good? It's fine. It's fine. Perfectly fine. I gotta say, this movie is pretty much what you remember of the original Accountant way back when, and I just feel like this movie is just a fine, serviceable thriller movie to come out right and slap in the middle of April. Like I said, it's not bringing nothing new that I haven't seen before. It's just like, hey, it's Batfleck and the Punisher doing their thing again. You remember that from 10 years ago, right? I feel like this movie is more or less made for the people who are like diehard Accountant fans way back then, because I just feel like my theater was like barely 40% full. And not to say the movie is a bad movie or not a well put together movie. It does have entertaining elements, but I just feel like as far as the mass audience go, do you gotta rush to see this? Nah. I'll just speed right through this review, guys. Here's the good and bad of why The Accountant 2 comes out in theaters next Friday. You should probably check it out if you got time on your hands. Here's why. Acting in the movie, we got Ben Affleck. He's back as our accountant, and yeah, Batfleck still got it. He's still good. This whole movie, I was just literally thinking like, this is the Batman movie that could have been. I'm still as the accountant is still good. Like I said, I saw the first movie in like forever. Him as being the autistic, like, yeah, I'm autistic, but that doesn't mean that I still won't break your arm in half. Badass, that's Ben Affleck, and he's still great in the movie. Also, we got Jon Bernthal, his brother, the Punisher. I thought he was, that wild card, stuff like that. I thought he was serviceable too. I think he's having more fun in this movie than he is doing Daredevil. Overall, the acting in the movie is just serviceable. It's just fine. Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal are pretty good in the movie. That's it, what you need to know. Okay, what's the plot of the movie? What you need to know about the movie, the fact that the movie opens up and establishes that J.K. Simmons gets murdered, and the FBI are trying to figure out, like, okay, who's this murderer? So they recruit Ben Affleck to try to track down the leads and stuff like that, and Ben Affleck brings back his brother to help him do it, and yeah, they're solving clues and breaking necks. That's how it goes down. That's pretty much the movie, more or less. Right in a nutshell. Okay, good in the movies. It's thriller, so how's the thrills in the movie? I will say that when the thrills are happening, when it's like that investigative type deal, that's when the movie shines. You're with Ben Affleck trying to piece together the clues and put the dots together and stuff like that, trying to figure out the leads, and when he's snapping necks and breaking arms and shit like that, that's just really entertaining, and I like that. And I've had to jump to the bad parts of the movie, the fact that the movie has really atrocious pacing. The movie's already 2 hours and 3 minutes long, so it's just like, I walk out of it like, yeah, there's like good pulps in this movie that that fat can be trimmed off. Bring this movie under 2 hours and you're like right in the pocket. A good example is the fact that, yeah, we do like get the ball rollers trying to figure out, okay, who's this person, who's that person, like where's this lead to who's going to find out who killed J.K. Simmons and shit, who killed Santa. Once Jon Bernthal's character gets in the mix, it's like, okay, the movie kind of grinds to a halt narrative-wise because we have to develop the brotherhood between these two characters, and it's like, that is entertaining, but it's also like, it happens a bit too much that it breaks up the pacing and makes the movie kind of jarring to sit through. There's a version of the movie where it's like, okay, you have that, it's just straight like, okay, J.K. Simmons gets killed, the FBI lady, she brings in Ben Affleck, they're tracking the clues down, they run into a roadblock, Ben Affleck brings in a brother who's estranged, okay, cool, they have a little bit of tension, but then they, they make up and everything like that, and we get to the third half of the movie where they find out who did who, and we cannot take out the bad guys. Straight line, perfect, great. That will be end up with The Accountant 2, where it's just like, yeah, that's happened, but there's a lot of bulks in the movie where there's a lot of character development that could be confused for kind of meaningless scenes that don't really go nowhere. And then The Accountant 2 was a movie I had a pretty serviceable time with. I didn't mind it. I thought it was just perfectly fine. Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal, they were good together on screen. Could see them. As far as thriller movies go, I'm just like, just still be better ones to come out. This just feels like a sequel that was just 10 years too late. So you got to see it, stream it, or skip it. I'll say that The Accountant 2 would probably be a pretty good movie if you just went ahead and streamed it. It's on Amazon Prime for 2 months and watched both it and the original. Boom, you're in the pocket. Accountant 2 is officially in theater next Friday. You can see it, you're not going to see it, type below. Let me know your thoughts on it. See you guys for Sinners. We're going to be sinning. As always, subscribe. Until next time.